Live from Studio 1396, Columbus, Ohio, broadcasting over 100,000 watts of all-American electricity, this is the Late Lap. And folks, we start with round two, a little bit of the same old story. The same one you've been hearing all weekend. It's the one that we just can't seem to get away from. And no, this is not deja vu. It's a continuation of what we talked about on Sunday night. On the Late Lap just 3 nights ago, we walked you through the stunning revelation that Team Penske, yes, that Team Penske, was caught violating technical regulations in their own rulebook. Roger Penske, Ohioan, billionaire, businessman, he was overlooking everything, the sport, the track. Well, they were all caught violating technical regulations during the Fast 12 qualifying session at the Indianapolis 500. We detailed how reigning Indy 500 champion Joseph Newgarden and teammate Will Power were penalized and sent to the back of the grid for the biggest race of the year. Tonight, that story just detonated. A second time. Roger Penske himself has now spoken, and not through a lawyer, not in a press release. No, this was a face-to-face sit-down. It was an interview with Fox Sports' Jamie Little. And what he said, it wasn't a dodge. It wasn't a redirect. It wasn't even damage control. It was accountability. 3 top brass at Team Penske are gone. Tim Centric, the brain behind Penske's race day chessboard. Ron Rosinski, IndyCar managing director, and Kyle Moyer, a general manager with decades in the sport, all dismissed in a single day. Roger Penske called it, quote, an organizational failure. Not once, but twice. And if you're keeping score at home, yes, that's a rare public admission of internal collapse from one of the most polished organizations in racing history. Now, before we throw all those rose petals at Penske's feet for admitting fault, let's not forget, this is the second year in a row that something like this has happened. And while Roger insists he's not in the pit box, not in race control, not part of inspections, it's impossible to ignore, as he so elegantly called it, the optics. Because when you own the series, own the racetrack, own the team, and the officiating body that penalizes your own cars, technically that works under your corporate umbrella, well, it's less conflict of interest and more conflict of everything